Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website here called Udemy, okay? And you might be wondering, can you generate traffic from Udemy? Does this make sense for you to get lots of leads? They're called solo ads, right? Can you make money from solo ads? Let's check out Udemy to see whether solo ads is a good way to get traffic into your offers so that you can make some sales, or is this a waste of your time, all right? Now, at any time, if you want to find out my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 per month minimum, I'd love to send you that training for free. Just go ahead and click the link in the description box and I'll send that training directly to your email, alright? Now, Udemy has been around for a long time. I've used it for many years. I stopped using it for many years. And there are some good things and bad things about Udemy, which I'll explain to you in this review video, right? Now, I've reviewed hundreds of different make money online platforms, websites, suppliers, business models. And I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And some things are great, but some things just aren't so good. Let's see whether Udemy is worth your time, okay? So the first thing to understand about Udemy is that it is basically a directory of what we call solo ad sellers. Now, all a solo ad seller is when they allow you to promote your offer to their email list. That's all it is, okay? So if I click here on Find Sellers, for example, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of sellers from all over the world, okay? And we'll pick one of the good ones. You know, Khalid Ibrahim has been here for many years. I've actually purchased from him a long time ago, years ago. And basically what they do is they generate leads in whichever way they know how. They could generate leads through YouTube or Instagram, or maybe they buy solo ads from other solo ad vendors as well, and they do something called a swap, okay? And they grow their list, and basically what they do is they charge you a little bit of money for you to promote your offer to their email list. That's basically it, right? So if I clicked into Khalid's profile right here, right? He's based in the UAE. He's been a member for 8 years. So I bought a solo ad from him many years ago. And all you need to do is really just choose how many clicks you want. Okay, so he charges 69 cents per click, and you just choose, okay, I want to buy let's just say 500 clicks. So it's 500 times 69, and that would be $348 that you would have to pay. Okay, so once you check out, you would just click checkout, and then you would get in touch with Khalid. Khalid will ask you, what is the link to your offer, your affiliate link, right? And what is the email sales copy you want to send with it, or do you want me to write my own sales copy to my own list? Okay, sometimes you might decide that it's better for them to write their own sales copy, but most of the time it's good that if you write it because you understand your offer better, right? And then after that, he's just going to email it to his list until he gets just over 500 clicks. Usually they deliver by 5 or 10% extra. So in this example, you might get 550 clicks from Khalid, right? Sometimes more, sometimes a bit less, but they will definitely deliver on the 500 clicks. Okay, so all they're doing is they're taking your offer, they're emailing their email database until they get the right amount of clicks that you bought from them. That's all it is, okay? Now here's the name of the game, right? This sounds all great and good, but just because you get clicks doesn't mean that you get profit, okay? And this was the mistake that I made in the early years of internet marketing, because all they need to do is deliver clicks. They don't care whether you get sales or not. Now, if you get sales, it's a bonus for them because it builds their reputation. It lets them know that they've got a good email list. But if you don't make sales, they don't care because they have delivered on their promise, which is delivering you the clicks. That's all. Okay, so the big question is for $348 that you spent with Khalid in this particular example, it could be any solo vendor on Udemy, right? You're going to get 500 clicks, but out of those 500 clicks, are you going to get people spending more than $348? If you do, that means you got into profit. If you don't, that means you made a loss. Does that make sense, right? So this is the problem with Udemy, and this is the problem with solo ads, is that it's not that there aren't vendors on here that have good quality traffic, because, okay, look, not everybody's solo ads will be the same quality, all right? Some of them will be really good, but most of them will be really shit. You just have to understand that about solo ads, all right? Because solo ad vendors don't really care, generally speaking, about the quality of their email list. They just care that they can deliver the amount of clicks that they're selling. That's all. Because as long as they sell the clicks, they've delivered on what they have to deliver on. Whether they're good quality, whether they're robots, because sometimes you don't know, some of these solo ad vendors have actually robot clicks. They're not real human beings, right? So much so that there are actually solo ad vendors that claim that they sell only human clicks, because it's a real problem in the solo ad industry. Okay, I hope that makes sense. These are a lot of things that people don't teach you about when you first start buying solo ads, right? It seems very simple, but for the majority of people that buy solo ads, they don't make a profit. They might make a couple of sales here and there, they might generate leads. In fact, a lot of people will generate leads, but will you make sales? Will you make profit? That's the biggest question when you're dealing with solo ads. And most of the time, the answer is no, you're not going to get into profit. Now, some people do, because they understand how it works and they navigate, the sellers properly, and they put them through filters and they speak to them one-on-one before they ever buy from them, and they know what a good solo ad vendor is and what is not. But there are hundreds and hundreds excuse me, of solo ad vendors on this email on Udemy, right? So you're going to have to spend quite a lot of money testing and tweaking before you find the right solo ad vendors that are actually who actually have good lists. All right, most of them don't have good lists, so you're going to struggle a little bit. All right, so is Udemy good? Can you make money from Udemy, or is this a waste of your time? Well, excuse me, in my experience, solo ads are a very, very difficult way to get in profit. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't, because I personally have friends in the industry that are making a lot of money using solo ads, but for the most part, solo ads are a very, very difficult way to get good quality traffic and get people to actually buy your offers and get into profit. That's the most important part, right? Will you actually get into profit? It's a very easy way to get traffic, because look, I mean, you've got a directory of literally hundreds and thousands of people that you can buy traffic from, but will you make money? That's the big question, right? So I would say that solo ads, for the most part, for most people, will not be a good way to generate high quality traffic that will get you into positive ROI. For the experienced marketer who knows what they're doing, they've got a great offer, they're super aggressive with the email strategy, that means they're emailing like 3 times a day, and you find the right solo ad vendor, you might be able to get into profit. But again, I would say for 99% of people that use this strategy, they will not make money. You're going to make a loss, because it's very easy to spend money with solo ad traffic. I mean, you could spend a couple of $1,000s testing 4 solo ad vendors like that. They'll deliver you the traffic within a few days, and then you might make a couple of sales here and there, but will you make your $2,000 back? 90% of the time you won't, okay? Because you're not set up correctly, you haven't tested the vendors, you don't really know what you're doing, and then it becomes a problem. But Udemy as a directory is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with them putting all of these solo ad vendors together. I think it's very good. The problem starts when you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, and you don't have a lot of budget to spend. You might only have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to spend on traffic. You spend it on 6 solo ad vendors, you don't make any profit on it, and then all of a sudden you think that Udemy and solo ads is a scam. Because for the most part, it kind of is, because most of them sell crappy quality traffic. They're just exchanging with each other. The list is very low quality. They are trained to click but not to buy. They exchange with each other. They've seen most offers a lot of times. Now imagine how many times these guys, like Paul Rice, for example, for lack of a better example, right? This guy right here, he might be emailing his list 10 times a day to get the clicks that he's trying to deliver on for his clients, right? So if you buy a solo ad from him, he might be sending 10 emails a day in order to get the clicks. Now, if his list is being bombarded so many times, do you think that his list is really going to buy? Again, some might buy, but are they super good quality? I don't know, right? And this is just an example. Sorry, Paul, if you're watching this video, but it could be for anyone. It could be for Mirza, it could be for Brian, it could be for Simon. I don't know how these guys manage their lists, and neither do you. And that is the whole problem with solo ads. It doesn't mean it's a scam, it just means that it's a very difficult and expensive strategy to master, and for the normal beginner affiliate marketer, they will not get into profit with solo ads. I've spent over $40,000 on solo ads. Ask yourself this question: have you spent $40,000 on solo ads? Have you gotten into profit? I didn't get into profit, which is why I don't do solo ads anymore. But it doesn't mean that you can't do well with solo ads. It just means that it's an extremely difficult strategy to master. And very few people in the world know how to do it profitably. That's all. Okay? So that's my review of Udemy. You can check it out if you like. I would say, look, if you're a beginner and you're on a limited budget, don't waste your time with Udemy. Go out there and get real traffic like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Google search, SEO, things like that, right? If you're an experienced marketer, you probably won't even be watching my video anyway because you already know what you're doing, right? And if you know what you're doing, you could probably go ahead and make some profit with solo ads. And that's what I would say, okay? So that's my review of Udemy. I hope you enjoyed it. Listen, if you're here watching this video right now and you're still figuring out how to make money online, you don't really know where to get traffic, you don't really know what offers to pick, you don't really know what's a good business model. If you want to find out my favorite way, after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars online, and I finally figured out the best way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 US per month minimum, 100% from home. Anybody can do this from anywhere in the world. I would love to send you that strategy for free. Just click the link in the description box and I'll send that strategy directly to your email for free. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this review. Take care, and I will see you on another review video. Take care.